Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community. We're doing a self-care check-in today and see how everyone's navigating through the menopause journey and just catch up, see how you're getting on. Have you got any tips for anyone? What's been working? Has it been working well? Have you had to give up anything that you decided that, forget it, I'm not going to do it anymore? Hey Karen, hey Queen, how are you? So we're doing a self-care check-in today. What about self-care? What have you been doing to, give yourself that time, that opportunity to just catch up and connect with yourself? Sometimes we've really got to just pause. We have to just pause and just reconnect with ourselves, right? Life just lifes, right? Life is lifing. Hey, Hot Water, how are you? Hot Water, Karen and Hadi, how are you? Welcome to the community. We're doing a self-care check-in this evening and we're going to be talking about, I'm going to share some self-care tips actually. That's what I'm going to be doing. And particularly when we're navigating through this journey. And I've still got this question over my head. How can we better educate the younger generation to give them enough information so that they can start preparing for when they start transitioning? That's what we're going to do. Hey. Okay. Drive safe. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, it's Friday. I have had such a heavy week. It's been good, all good, but it's been like this for last 2 weeks. Bad week with... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Karen. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm hoping it gets better, right? I'm hoping it gets better for you. We're doing a self-care check-in. Let's see how everyone is. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, Diamond. Happy Friday, yeah. It is Happy Friday, right? I mean, my weekend doesn't stop here. I'm working tomorrow and I'm busy on Sunday as well. So I've got a long weekend working. Cut down work, trying to relax more. Good for you. You know what? It is time that we stop and do something for ourselves. Hi, Diamond. Do something for ourselves. This, and I feel this is the time when we start navigating through this journey that we actually stop and take stock and recognize that, you know what? I need to do me now. I need to do me. Thank you for the heart, me, because I'm so doing me. This is about me now. And what are you doing for your self-care, right? So welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community, everyone. If you've not been to the been part of the wellness community's live before, welcome. So I am Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. Hey, Poetic Angel, I haven't seen you. Hey, all these queens are showing up and I haven't seen you for a while. I've got to give a big shout out to all the community ambassadors, right? Whether we see them regularly, whether we don't, they're still in my thoughts, they're still in my heart. So Poetic Angel, Just Empress, Samantha, Lulu, Jen, and also Claire. We have 6 community ambassadors and they're amazing. They are absolutely amazing. So this evening, we're going to talk about self-care. We want to do a check-in. How is everyone doing? Let's be real. Hey, Just Empress. Let's do a self check-in. Let's find out how everyone is navigating through this journey. Are you still finding it a challenge? Have you reached out to your GP? Have they been helpful? Let's catch up on what's going on. And I've still got this big question. How can we better navigate? How can we better educate the younger generation, the younger queens that will sooner embark on their transition, their menopause transition? How can we better educate them? Because I really feel it's important to educate them for the simple reason, as I said a couple of days ago, I think it was a couple of days, those hormones that regulate the menstrual cycle are the same hormones that will pop up and deal with your menopause, right? So thank you for the gifts. Thank you very much. That's not gone unnoticed. Hey, Just Empress, how are you? Already, I don't even start talking yet and my voice is just crusty. Voice is going. But I've been training today. I trained back to back, so I've been doing a lot of talking. So you guys are going to have to do some talking tonight. A lot of talking. So we are talking about self-care tips. I'm going to share some self-care tips. I'd like to know what you're all doing. I know some of you have already started saying already. It's fantastic that you know what, you are taking note of yourself. You deserve the attention. The attention you give to others, you so deserve it for yourself. So I hope you are giving yourself some attention, the well-deserved attention you need and you deserve. Do share the live as well. Let everyone know we're here. Probably going to be here for the next hour, 2 hours maybe. We'll see how it goes. If my voice holds out. Hey, Health is Wealth. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I haven't seen you queens for a long time. It's lovely to see you all again. I try and come on here at least once a week, right? Granted, it's not scheduled, but I do try and put a post up to say I'm going to be on. Today we are looking at self-care. We want to do a self-care check-in today, right? Let's check in with ourselves. Be honest with yourself. How are you coping with this transition you're going through, right? Is it treating you well? Have you reached out to your GP? Have you tried anything new? And what is it? How is it working for you? Remember, one size doesn't fit all, but it's really, lovely to hear some success stories. That's good to hear you are good. I like that. I'm good, thank you. I've had a busy 2 weeks actually. My feet have not touched the ground. Very busy. I'm not complaining about it. I like to be busy. Keep myself out of trouble then. But yeah, so this evening I thought I just grabbed, what did I have for dinner this evening? 2 bits of toast. 2 bits of toast and some nuts. That was it. Oh, and I had a mango. The mango was sweet, boy, I tell you. The Dominican mango. Oh my goodness me. They are so sweet. Yes, I've not really had much to eat, but I'm all good. I do meditation, practice it. Meditation. Oh, fantastic. That works well for you. Yeah. I've tried meditation and every so often I dip into it. I'm not as consistent as I hope to be, but it does really work. It just calms. That's probably why I'm so just kind of chilled, I feel that when crisis happens, I'm just so calm. So calm. I went to this interesting. Oh yeah, that's a big one, isn't it? I bet that was really interesting. Bone health and heart health. Absolutely. Really important. Love when you guys talk to each other. Love it when you talk to each other. I bet it was. I'm thinking about, you let me know, I'll be guided by you. I'm thinking of a couple of things. I'm going to go over to this self-care in a minute because otherwise I'm going to just be chatting off random things. But I'll go on to these self-care tips in a minute and read what I've got through, share with you what I've got here. And couple of things that I've been thinking of recently, social events. Who's up for some social events? Obviously, I know I'm going to have to do them all over the place. But who is up for any social events? Let me know. I know I said I'm going to be starting And I'll probably start it later on in the year where we can have like a little night away or something like that. But definitely some social events. So we can meet up and just either for a coffee and then maybe, I don't know, a theatre, or just do some social events, isn't it? Menopause Wellness Community social events. Let me know what your thoughts are. Work on the nervous system. It does. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know what, though? I'm going to always say it, and I probably sound like a broken record, but I'm going to keep on saying it. Changing the way I was eating completely has changed everything for me. Dramatically changed everything for me. So I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. What's working for you? Is it something completely different? Let us know. Yeah, definitely some social events. I think the first one will probably be in London somewhere, because now the days are getting longer. The daylight is around with us a bit longer, right? Probably, yeah, do some social events. Maybe an afternoon event, maybe meet up, and then maybe an evening one. Let me know what you think. And if you've got any suggestions, let me know. Let me know. Sharing self-care tips. Yeah. So we're going to talk about some self-care, right? So it's so important, self-care, right? Self-care is important right across the board, particularly when we are navigating. We have to look after ourselves, right? We have to kind of put ourselves first. So what I've got here, menopause is a powerful transition that affects women physically, emotionally, and mentally. Now it can, because remember, we've still got that 24% of women, they don't experience any symptoms at all, or very limited symptoms, right? Their symptoms may be very limited. I even, when I trained today, I was talking about the menopause to a group of women, and this woman was just looking at everyone, she was looking kind of confused. She said, I didn't experience anything. I was actually happy for her. But, you know, there are some of us who will not experience anything at all. But remember, every woman will navigate through the menopause, regardless of symptoms. The menopause is going to happen. So continuing with this information, right? Incorporating intentional self-care. You need to be intentional with your self-care. There's no point saying, oh, I'm going to do this for myself, and then do it half-heartedly. Hey, nanny, you need to look at having intentional self-care into your daily routine. And it doesn't have to be just the one time. Self-care is a daily thing. So, okay, I want to know what you do for your self-care, right? I've heard some already, but please, the others, please share if you want to, that is, right? So incorporating intentional self-care into your daily routine can bring relief, balance, and renewed sense of empowerment. I feel empowered. When I look after myself and give myself that extra care, I feel great. It makes me feel great, right? How about you? You tell me how you feel when you actually incorporate that intentional self-care. Let's be intentional about it, right? So here are some practical self-care tips, right, with their associated benefits. I'm going to talk about the benefits as well to help you thrive through the menopause journey. This may work for some, this may work for others. Everyone's going to have their own individual thing. Remember, I'm going to always say, one size does not fit all. We definitely know that, because what works for me may not work for somebody else, but you have to find your own rhythm, right? And run with your rhythm. So stay physically active. I call it movement. I stopped calling it exercise. I call it movement. Let's keep moving. The body needs to move. Okay. So engage in regular exercise like walking or yoga or swimming, whatever you feel you enjoy. Because let's get real, there's no point in walking miles and miles if you don't enjoy walking, right? So find something that works for you. So we've got here walking, yoga, swimming. It could be strength training. It depends. You may like going to the gym. You may not like going to the gym. So we can find alternative, exercises to do. So what are the benefits of being staying physically active, right? Reduces hot flushes. It improves mood and sleep. I find that when I go for a walk, it not also improves my mood, but it also improves my blood pressure. I find that when I take my blood pressure, and sometimes it might be, oh, that's a little bit high. I go for a walk, and then when I come back 20 minutes later, after I've settled down, I take it, and it brings my blood pressure down. That's for me. Supports bone density and heart health as well when you are physically active. And it also helps manage weight gain linked to hormonal changes. See? So there are benefits in keeping physically active. Whatever that physical active looks like to you, that's going to be your portion, right? That's you. So try and stay physically active. Eat a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. So what does a balanced diet mean? It's different for everyone, right? Balanced diets are different for everyone. However, prioritize calcium, vitamin C, protein, omega-3s. We know this, don't we? Right? And whole grains. Limit sugar. Try and limit sugar. And try and limit processed foods and caffeine. If you're a coffee queen and that's your thing, then, coffee may be fine for you. But remembering, I would also say, along this journey, listen to your body. Your body is going to speak to you. Your body speaks to you, right? We need to listen to our bodies. So what else have we got here? The benefits of eating, having a balanced diet with nutrient-rich diet supports hormone balance, right? It reduces risk to osteoporosis and cardiovascular disease. It also eases bloating and fatigue, and it stabilizes mood and energy levels. So, balanced diet, whatever balanced diet looks like to you, but we've got to be real. I talk about all the time a diary, isn't it? A food diary. If you don't feel you have a nutrient-rich diet, then have a look at think about doing a food diary so you can actually pinpoint what you need to change, if anything. I cannot eat veg or fruit now, gives me bad. Okay, Nani, sorry to hear that. And the thing is, this is what I'm saying, that balanced diet will be different for everyone. Yeah. I'm sure I've shared this with you before. I used to always get told, eat a lot of fiber, eat fiber, eat fiber. I can't eat a lot of fiber. I love my vegetables, but I can't eat a lot. Okay, because I'll be ill if I eat too much. So you know your body. Do as much as you can, as much as you need to. And if it's not for you, then don't do it, because you don't want to make yourself unwell, right? So we've got eat balanced, nutrient-rich diet. Stay hydrated. So important. Stay hydrated. Okay, as I sip my water. So, thank you for the heart, me. We're staying hydrated. Now, this here information is saying drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, right? Now, I will say to you, drink as much as you can manage. I remember when I first started doing this drinking, keeping hydrated throughout the day, and I'd drink and drink and drink, and it felt like there was a swimming pool in my stomach. I literally was walking and I could hear it just swishing about. And I just felt uncomfortable. So I only drank as much as I could manage. Now I can drink lots more water. I can get through probably 6 pints of water a day. But it was never like that before. So what I'm saying to you, although it says to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses, and again, how big are the glasses? 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, right? And keep your body hydrated. I alternate from water to coconut water. That's the only two things I drink, water and coconut water. Herbal teas as well. I'm up for herbal teas. Like sage and chamomile are quite useful. Are also soothing options as well. If you can eat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Poetic Angel. Pin that up for me, please. Can you pin that up? You still got if you can pin that up for everyone in the community. Absolutely. Thank you. So yeah, cucumbers, watermelon. I could eat watermelon for days, and this is it. Stay hydrated that way. If you're not a big fan of water, because quite a few people don't like water, so there are other things. Yeah, Poetic Angels just pin that up. Foods such as cucumber and watermelon. What else have we got here? So the benefits of that, it helps with hot flushes and night sweats. Staying hydrated. Also, staying hydrated improves your skin elasticity. And it also aids digestion and prevents bloating. I know when I drink water, and do you know what? Going for a walk also helps digestion as well. I find that I'm able to digest even better after going for a walk. Not immediately going for a walk after eating, but I wait for a bit and then I'll go for a walk after I finish eating. It helps digestion a lot. You let me know. Does it help with your digestion walking after eating? Welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. We are doing a self-check-in. We are stopping, checking in with ourselves, and we're also talking about self-care. And that big question that I've had this big question. How can we better educate the younger queens? Yes, they're younger at the moment, but later on in life, they're going to go through this transition also. So how can we educate them to better prepare for their journeys? Okay, we've found our voice. We are now talking about it, right? Loud and proud, we're talking about it. But let's give that education, let's give that knowledge to the younger generation also. So this is what we're talking about. I'll talk about my program in a little while. Okay, so we talked about staying physically active, right? The benefits of that. We talked about eat a balanced diet, eat a balanced and nutrient-rich diet. Stay hydrated. Prioritize quality sleep. Now, I know many of us will find quality sleep challenging. Okay, particularly those of us, my hand's itching me, those of us who are with hot flushes, okay, night sweats, it could well. And I didn't have a good sleep last night because, again, I had hot flushes. But you know why? That was my problem, because I ate one too many chocolate biscuits. Someone bought me some chocolate biscuits. They were nice. And I couldn't just stop at one. No. I went to the second. I went to the third. So that's why the hot flushes come and kicked me in the backside last night. So that was on me. So prioritize quality sleep. Okay. Establish a bedtime routine. And again, life is life in. Life does take over sometimes, and we try and have a routine. Before you go to bed, maybe reduce screen time before bed. Even if it's 10 minutes before bed, try and reduce screen time. I'm really bad for that because I've got my phone on the side of my cabinet beside my bed. And I'll put it down, face down. I used to put it face up and I put it face down now, and I'll have it on silent. But if I wake up in the middle of the night, I don't know what the time is. So what do? Turn the phone over to look at the time. Maybe that's not the best thing to do. And keep the bedroom cool. We spoke about this 2 days ago. For me, I know if my heating is up quite high, I won't get a good night's sleep. I will not get a good night's sleep. I have to lower that temperature almost to cold to have a better night's sleep. So I need a cool environment. Does it work for you? Queens, let me know. Let me know. How do you get a better night's sleep? Have you been able to get a better night's sleep? What have you been doing? So we're going to try and prioritize sleep the best we can. What are the benefits of prioritizing sleep? Reduces fatigue and brain fog. There you go, that brain fog comes up. Improves mood stability, and it helps manage hormonal fluctuations more effectively. So if we can get a better night's sleep, it's overall, it works in every single way. Your brain, stabilize mood, and also manage hormone fluctuations more effectively. Um, so practice mindfulness and stress reduction. You know what? Do you remember I say some of these factors we need to take into consideration? We may need to take into consideration. What is it? Our our lifestyle, genetics, stress is a big factor. Stress, how we eat, how we move, right? So practice mindfulness and stress reduction. How do you reduce your stress? Life can be quite stressful, right? So when you're in a stressful situation, what do you do to reduce your stress? Whether that is walking away from the situation, you know what? Sometimes in life we have to choose our battles, right? And sometimes in life, sometimes we just say, no, it's not for me because I don't want to get involved. I don't want the stress. So I'm walking away from it. And it's okay to do that. Give yourself permission to say no. So, what's it say about practice mindfulness and stress reduction? Okay, use meditation. Poetic Angel was talking about meditating quite a little while ago. Deep breathing, journaling, maybe, or mindfulness apps as well. What are the benefits of this? It says lowers anxiety and stress. It regulates mood swings and it improves self awareness and emotional resilience. So there are benefits in these things. But as I said, as much as these things are being suggested, you have to find what is going to work for you. Okay. Some people, I've come across some people that find meditating quite challenging because they say they can't meditate. They've got too much things running through their mind. So maybe it's going to be something else. Maybe journaling is going to be something that works for you. Whatever works for you, right? You don't know what's going to work for you until you try it. Let me come back to the welcome everyone. How is everyone doing this evening? It's Friday. It's Friday. We made it to Friday. We are talking about self-care. We're talking about self-care. We're doing a self-care check-in today. And we're just having a discussion around our journey. How are you coping? How have you been coping? Have you had to reach out to a GP? Have you needed any particular support? Have you changed anything in your journey? And if you have, is it working for you? Hey radio chat, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you gone back to see your GP about that? Thank you for sharing the live, Queens. Thank you for all the gifts and the likes. I appreciate it. Hey, Renee. Yeah, self-care is so important. Gut health. Oh my goodness me. Do you know what, Poetic Angel? You're very right. Gut health. I had to go to my GP because of my stomach. And do you know what? It's just so bizarre. I was monitoring it and it must have been, I must have changed something and I must have ate something. I don't know what it was, but it seems to have disappeared now. But I did start taking back my CMOS again, and my gut feels fine. But this gut health, again, you listen to your body. Absolutely listen to your body. Gut health is very important. Yeah. Oh no, don't. No. Bring up random subjects if you want to. That is absolutely fine. I know you. Do you know me, do you? Do you know me? Okay, that's fine. DM later, that is not a problem. If you need to get hold of me, you can either DM me or send me, go onto the community page and click on the email link, and then you can send me an email. I'm the only one who reads the email, so I'm the only one who's going to get it, and I will respond to you. Hey, Sonia. How are you? Empress D, how are you? Sage. Yes, Sage. Sage is really good. Sage is really good. And again, remember, even with these herbs and spices lists, one size does not fit all. And I always will say to you, and I'm going to say it again, if you are going to be using herb or spices or anything new that you're going to be putting into your body, and you have got a health condition or you have long-term health condition, I did say that, didn't I, on medication, please go and seek medical advice on it. You do not want to just start taking it and then it impacts your health condition or your medication that you're taking. And sometimes we can't mix things either, right? There's certain medications that you can't take certain herbs and spices with. And so do your research, do your due diligence before you say, oh, I don't mind. I think I might try that. Just go and check out and do your background checks on things, right? Sometimes I burn sage, incense, and I also, yes. I remember my mum used to bath in sage, actually. She used to just put lots of sage, fresh sage in a stocking and just tie it around the bath tap. And she just used to run the water on that. And she used to bath in sage all the time. I've also find when the sun is out, I feel better in myself. Yeah, listen, the sun. Empress D, the sun, I'm telling you. But do you not generally feel happier when it's like, do you know what? When it's winter time and I go to work, it's dark, and I come home and it's dark. I so appreciate that I can go to work and it's some sort of daylight. Even if I leave really early, it's kind of, I know it's going to get, the day of light will come eventually. But coming home and it's like 7 o'clock and it's still light outside. I feel so much better for it. Hey Sonia, I'm good. How are you? Just really busy, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Happy Friday, Vals. Vals home. Happy Friday. So we've been talking about self-care. What have you been up to? What have you been doing to intentionally? We're talking about intentional self-care, right? Don't just do it because you think you have to do it. You want to enjoy your self-care, right? So what have you been doing intentionally around your self-care? I've just kind of shared a few things around being physically active, your balanced diet, nutrient-rich diet, staying hydrated, prioritizing quality sleep as much as you can, practice mindfulness and stress reduction, and track your symptoms. We talk about symptom tracker, don't we? It's nothing fancy. Track your symptoms. What symptoms are you experiencing? How long have you been experiencing them? Does anything exasperate your symptoms? It could be anything. I know for me, the hot flushes, the moment I have a hot shower or a hot bath, I'm going to have a hot flush. So I have to kind of have a lukewarm. It's not as enjoyable, but I have to have a lukewarm shower because otherwise the hot flushes is going to just come and kick me in the backside. So just track your symptoms. It may be that you have a menopause wellness kit, what I call any items that are going to be supportive to you throughout your day. Yeah. So we talk about tracking your symptoms. So keep a menopause journal to log symptoms, moods, triggers, and cycle patterns. It may be that you get your brain fog and it only happens at certain times. Maybe when you're tired, it will be exasperated. So you're not going to know this until you start tracking it. Okay. What are the benefits of tracking your symptoms? It helps identify symptom patterns and triggers. It supports informed conversations with your healthcare provider. Exactly. You can go when you speak to your GP, you got the information there. And it provides a sense of control and clarity. Nourish your skin. Nourish your skin. Use moisturizing products and sun protection. Particularly the summer's coming up now, Queens. Look for ingredients like hydrochloric acid or vitamin E. So benefits of that is reduces dryness and irritation, helps retain your youthful skin tone and texture, and encourages self-confidence. Again, you will find what works for you. Me personally, the only thing I use on my skin, the two things I use on my skin is avocado oil and argan oil. They're the only two things I use on my skin. In terms of moisturizing it. Strengthen emotional support networks. We've got a network right here. You may have a network outside of the, the community, the community lives, but it's important to keep connected with people because it sometimes can feel a lonely journey. But again, it doesn't have to be lonely. It really doesn't have to be lonely. Okay. What else have we got here? Benefits of emotional support networks. It reduces feelings of isolation. It absolutely does. You don't feel alone anymore. Sometimes you have that light bulb moment when you listen to someone else talking or, read someone else's comments there. You think, I get that. I'm not the only one then, so you don't feel as isolated. It provides validation and encouragement. Absolutely. We're always encouraging each other in the community, and it encourages open conversations about menopause. We are continuing to have open conversations about menopause, right? We are shouting through the roof. And this is what I'm asking you as well. How are we now now we've found our voice, right? Now we've found our voices. How are we going to support the younger queens to better equip themselves for this journey? Because it's going to happen to them. Whether they experience symptoms or not, it will happen to them. It's a natural transition in life, isn't it? It may be that you have spoken to your GP, a specialist about, HRT, whatever works for you, queens, right? Whatever works for you. You have to find out what works for you. And as I say, and I always say, you don't know what works for you until you go and try it. Right? Absolutely go and try it. I myself, I deal with it through just changing how I eat, and I just use, and I'm on a break at the moment from it. I use magnesium glycinate and also evening primrose and starflower oil, and that's a combined evening primrose and starflower oil. That worked for me, and it's been working for me for a while. I'm in postmenopause and been 3 years in postmenopause, and I've gone from double figure symptoms to only having, at the moment, I only experience 2 symptoms. My brain fog is gone. My brain fog's gone. So, absolutely, everyone does react differently to it. So this is what I'm saying. It's okay us saying, okay, let's share this information. We can share as much information as possible. But when you get the information, if you're reading it or you think to yourself, yeah, that might work for me, it might work for you. But don't be disappointed if it doesn't work for you. There is going to be something that is going to be, your thing. So keep on trying. Go and do your research, though. It's really important to do your research, particularly if you are on any medication or have any health conditions. Yeah. Welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. I'm Jackie. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jackie. I'm a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and wellness a menopause wellness practitioner, and as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Sam, hey, how are you? Welcome to the community. And if you're not part of the community and you would like to be part of the community, thank you for the follow, Angel. You would like to be part of the community and you're not, all you need to do is follow. Thank you for the follow, Cassie. Thank you for the follow. And I just asked a question earlier on as well. Who's up for some social events? Let me know. Who's up for social events? I'm going to start organising some social events. And yes, I know everyone's all over the place. And we're going to do, maybe some in London, some in South, some in West. We're going to do these. I'll put them on the community page. And then you can just email me if you're interested in joining in the social events. I did say I was going to start this last year when we started, and went into our first year, and we're going to definitely start getting on with these. I think cream is very good. Okay, good. Thanks for sharing that, Sonia. What else is there? I had some health issues. Also, I needed. Yeah, definitely. That's a good thing. You're doing a lot of research, right? So again, listen to. I think one key thing I've taken from this transition, is listening to my body. The importance of listening to your body, because our bodies have a way of indicating to us that maybe something's not right, or it doesn't really, want you to do that method anymore. Even when we're eating, we may be able to eat something 1 month and then the next month our body's rejecting it. Listen to your body. So important. Honestly, sometimes we just take no notice of it. Daytime, okay, yeah, for the social events, yeah, definitely going to start doing social events. Why am I getting so hot? Definitely start social events. Okay, so make time for joy and creativity. You know what? You have to just make some time for yourself, particularly if you've got a young family or you're raising a family, your job as well, even if you're running a household, this is all time you are giving to everyone else or giving to something else. You have to find time for yourself. Absolutely have to find time for yourself, because otherwise you'll end up getting burnt out. Listen, I'm not accepting that. So I'm going to ask the question again that I asked the other 2 days ago. Do you feel it's a good idea to educate the younger generation about the menopause? What are your thoughts on it? Absolutely, Poetic Angel. Once you find, I got to pin that up. I'm definitely going to pin that. Once you find what works for you, remember, consistency is key. This is so true. There's no point thinking, okay, this is working for me, and then you do it for a week and then you stop. And then you try and remember it for the week 3 and week 4, and then you only take it a few days, or, if you're supposed to be taking it every day. Consistency is key. Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, let's be real. Sometimes we do fall off of being consistent. I do it as well. I like my walking, and I haven't been, because I've been working a lot this week. I haven't managed to get out and go and walk. So I know now tomorrow when I finish work, I'm going to go for a walk in the afternoon. I might go tonight, when my husband gets in, I might go for a walk. But I need to get back on. It's so important to be consistent. But don't beat yourself up about it when you're not. We can get back on and start again. So what sort of things would you like to do? I've got a few things in mind for social events. What sort of things would you like to do? Yes, and young girls and boys too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we well, definitely. Boys need to be aware of it as well, Absolutely. But I have written a program focusing on girls, first to start with. But I just think we need to just speak to the younger generation. Because I think we took long enough to find our voices around this. It's great we're talking about it now, but I feel we took long enough. So let's encourage the younger generation to, by the time they get to the transition years, they are going to be confident in raising their voice and speaking about it, and actually stating what they need. That's what's going to happen. Thank you for the follow. Things can, okay, I'm going to call you Things, because look, do you know I'm supposed to wear glasses, and I should have my glasses on right now while I'm reading this. I have to wear it for reading and driving. And I'm still getting used to them. They're varifocals. Are they called varifocals? Yeah, where I have to look up to drive and look down to read. I can't get with it. But thank you for the follow. I tell my children about it because they... Yeah, no, it's nice that you're telling your children about it. Absolutely. I speak to my children about it. Definitely agree. Consistency is key. Absolutely. Totally agree. And this is the thing, Nanny. My mother never spoke about it either. Don't get me wrong. I ask my mum about it sometimes now, and she always says to me, I didn't have any symptoms at all. Didn't have any symptoms. And this is why, probably because she never spoke about it. I don't remember my grandmother speaking about it either. The older generation never really spoke about it. And actually, when they did, I heard them speaking about the change every so often. And that's what, growing up, learning about, myself now, that's what they referred to it as, the change. But they never really spoke about it openly. So now we are shouting about it. It's not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. Definitely agree. Consistency is key. Okay, so we're talking about self-care. We're doing a self-care check-in. How is everyone feeling? Is anyone finding it a challenge at the moment? Have you gone to see your GP? Have you reached out to your GP? Is there anything new you are thinking about using? 8:46. Oh, thank you, Poetic Angel. My mother never... Yeah, definitely. Our mothers never really spoke about it. And dads, you wouldn't even hear about it, right? They didn't get involved in women's problems, as they would refer it to. I'm sorry to hear that, Nanny. Do you feel better now? And you know what? This is the rule, isn't it? Some days we are going to have those low days. Some days we're absolutely going to have low. These hormones, this fluctuating and declining, and to get your head around it. And then some days you will feel okay. Will feel better other days. And some days you will feel that low. How do you get yourself through? I'm not even going to say out of. How do you get yourself through those low days? Yeah, no, that's really good. That's really good that you can speak to your boys about it. Oh, that's good to hear. Bit better today. And good for you. You know what? I always say, what people can find challenging. And to somebody, just getting out of bed in the morning is a massive achievement, right? Someone else may look at that and think, what? I can get out of bed. That's you. Everyone's going to be different in this. So actually, you need to give yourself recognition, give yourself some praise, give yourself some grace. If getting out of bed is something that you find a challenge and you manage to get out of bed today, give yourself a round of applause. I feel better when I go. Yeah, sometimes, the gym works for some people as well. And if that's your thing, go for it. I gave up the gym a little while ago because I prefer to go and walk. I like my walking. I do love to go and walk. It puts me in a different mindset. It really does. I find that when I'm walking, even when I'm walking with my husband, sometimes we just don't even talk. We just walk because it just clears my mind. That's what it does for me anyway. Walking clears my mind. And I do feel a lot better after the walk. Sometimes I think to myself, I can't be bothered to go for a walk. And then when I push myself to go and I start walking and I think, I want to go home. But I just keep walking. I like to do my walk for 2 hours. And when I come back, I feel so much better for it. Absolutely feel better for it. Sometimes, let's be real, sometimes we've got to push ourselves, right? You have to motivate yourself. How do you motivate yourself to go and keep doing these things, right? Hi, Carol. My GP is not much help. I'm sorry to hear that. This is why when we go to the GP, sometimes, because it's not all GPs, there are some fantastic GPs out there that are very good advocates for you as, particularly navigating through the menopause. They are strong advocates in women's health. So unfortunately, I had one of those GPs that didn't know very much, sent me away when I went and said, I think I'm going in for the menopause. No, you're too young. There wasn't, and obviously navigating through it myself, I went and just educated myself a bit better until to the point where I went and studied, and then that's why I'm a menopause practitioner now. I'm really finding that now. I found out as well, not recently, but I've also found out that GPs have an hour menopause training. So when you go to your GP, if your GP is one of those that have only taken on an hour menopause training, you need to go armed with information. Absolutely go armed with information. And don't be afraid to challenge your GP. When we challenge, we don't have to, it doesn't have to be a battle where we're arguing. Absolutely, we can challenge. If you get told, this is what I want you to do, why do you want me to do it? What's the benefits of it? Are there any risks? What is it? What should I be expecting when I start taking it? Ask these questions. Sometimes we don't ask the right questions when we go to see consultants or GPs. Sometimes we don't ask the right questions. I've been guilty of it in the past myself. I've gone into a GP, sat down and spoken about something. They've said whatever they've got to say. And I've walked out. My husband said, what happened? I said, you know what? I don't even know. I didn't even understand what he said. I'm not like that anymore, believe me. But sometimes we're like that. And we need to ask the right questions. It's okay to ask questions. The reason why we ask them is because A, we need clarification, or B, we just don't know the answer. And it's okay to not know the answer or need clarification. Thank you for reposting. Today was a serious challenge getting up. Oh, Val, I'm sorry to hear that, but you got up, didn't you? Did you get up? You know what? Sometimes in life, right, we need to focus on what we've achieved rather than what we've not done. Right? What have we done? And what have we done well? Rather than what we've not done and what we still need to do. Why are we doing that? Let's, getting out of bed. If you find that that's a struggle, because many of us do, we find it a struggle to get out of bed. You notice I'm using the term struggle, right? When we get out, if we are finding it struggle to get out of bed and we manage to get out of bed, we need to recognize that, right? And give yourself a pat on the back for doing that, because that was an achievement for you. Absolutely. It was an absolute achievement. Oh, fantastic. Love that. Absolutely love that, Val. Enjoy your walk. I'm going to go for a walk now. You've inspired me to go for a walk tonight. Absolutely. Give yourself grace. We have to. We're always giving our time to others, right? We're always encouraging others. We're always, if something's going on in someone else's life, we'll be probably the first ones to start giving, support. Why are we not doing it for ourselves? Why are we absolutely not doing it for ourselves? Do you know what? I'm going to challenge you all. I'm going to challenge you. I would like this week, I know it's the weekend, so next week then, I want you to think about one thing that you are going to do for yourself in terms of self-care. One thing you're going to do for yourself in terms of self-care. And I want you to do it intentionally. Don't just do it for do its sake, because you're not going to enjoy it then. Do it intentionally. What are you going to do for self-care? I feel, you know what I'm going to do this weekend? I'm going to give myself a foot spa. I haven't taken out my foot spa for quite some time. I'm going to take it out, give myself a foot spa, give myself a one of those, those tea tree spas that you can do. It's like a tea tree sock. You put it on your foot and it makes your feet feel nice and warm. I'm going to give myself a spa. I'm going to do my toenails. I'm going to paint them. I need to take the nail varnish off, repaint my nails. That's what I'm going to do this weekend. How about you? What are you going to do this weekend? Some self-care, some real intentional self-care. What are you going to do? Hey, Kay, how are you? Lovely. Love that, Nanny. Love that. Absolutely. Thank you for the follow. Elkex, thank you for the follow. What is everyone going to be doing? I want you to think about what self-care you will be doing this weekend for yourself or next week. Ensure that it is intentional, right? Absolutely, Lydia. Of course. I just said I am going to be doing exactly the same. I am going to be giving myself a foot massage. I'm going to take my foot spa down. My children bought me a foot spa many Christmases ago, and every so often I take it out. And I'm going to take it out this weekend, and I'm going to give myself a nice foot spa. I'm going to put a tea tree sock on as well. And then I'm going to just spend time massaging my feet, give it some attention. And then I'm going to paint my nails. I'm going to paint my toenails. At the moment, I'm liking the blue colour nail varnish. So I'm going to paint my toenails blue. I'm going to do that. Absolutely do it. I'm all for the foot spa, I'm telling you. So I want you to commit to yourself this week coming. Do one intentional act of self-care for yourself. Think about yourself and no one else. Give yourself permission to think about yourself. Give yourself permission to forget about the family, forget about work, forget about everyone else. Focus on you, and I want you to carry out one act of intentional self-care. Fantastic. Yes, you're taking care of your hair. Lovely. Oh, thank you. Listen, we're all here inspiring each other, right? I'm going to go for a walk after this chat. I'm telling you, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to see what time my husband's coming home and say to him, come, let's go for a walk. And even if I go down, just walk down the road and back up again. We need to look at our self-care. What are we doing? What are we going to do? Okay. Thank you for the follow, Angela. Thank you for the follow. What are we going to do for self-care? We've got some more self-care things here. I'm going to go and check out my self-care tips. I know I've got lists and lists and lists on this laptop. I'm going to go and check out some more self-care tips. Let me go into this menopause folder. As you can imagine, I've got so much stuff here, and see if I can come across who's got any tips for some good self-care. I'm going to do a foot spa this weekend, right? Someone else is going to go for a walk and spend some time in their garden. What else is everyone doing? Someone's going to be looking after their hair. What are we doing to self-care? Intentional, mind you. Queens, this has got to be intentional. Don't just do it for do its sake. This has got to be intentional. Okay? Thank you for the follow. I'm in. Oh, hi, Lauren. Welcome to the community. I'm sorry to hear that. Were you told that would happen once you got after having your? I suppose you had medication, right? You got your medication. Were you told that will happen? And how are you coping with the symptoms? Just been out for a walk and bought myself. Ah, yes, I love it. Eat yourself some dark chocolate and enjoy it. Enjoy the chocolate. You know what? You remember I said to you years ago, I would eat chocolate every single day, right? I would eat chocolate every single day after. That was a sweet tooth of mine. And then I stopped eating it. But you know what? Let me tell you something. You see, when I eat a piece of chocolate now, that's something is sweet in me, star. I am going to enjoy it. I'm going to give myself permission to enjoy it. And I do that intentionally. I'm telling you. So enjoy your chocolate, the dark chocolate as well. There's some really nice dark chocolate out there. I never used to like dark chocolate. Now, I like it. And nuts as a treat. Yes, I love what I'm doing. We remember, Queens, we are being intentional with this act of self-care, right? We must be intentional with this. Definitely be intentional. I'm going to go and get this menopause. Here it is. So what are we going to be doing? I'm going to be having my foot spa. And let me get some self-care, because I've got so many self-care tips on here. Here we go, self-care. Self-care. There's so many. What is everyone doing? For those of you who are new to the community, welcome, welcome. If you're not following, give us a follow. Give us a follow. We meet up every week. It's not a scheduled. It's just when I can, because I am extremely busy at the moment. But I'll let you know. I always put a post on to say that I'm going to be on. And then we are what was we talking about this evening? Self-care. The importance of self-care. Queens, come on. Do you not deserve self-care? Right? If you've got a special person in your life, do you not want them to treat you like a queen? So why are you not treating yourself like a queen? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, right? Hey, Emma. I've hit perimenopause. They want me to. Okay, so Emma, thank you for sharing that. Who's they? The GPs? Because no one can force you to do anything you don't want to do. It's your body, your journey. You navigate through your journey your way. Anyone can make suggestions. Your GP can say this is what they think you should do, but you do what you feel is right for you. You do what you feel is right for you. So I'm presuming when you say they, you are referring to GPs. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. And the thing is, right, you said you don't want to. You don't want the coil. Then don't have it. Don't have it. When you go back to see your GP, I'm presuming you're going to go back to see your GP. When they say, the coil, ask them the question, what are the alternatives? Okay? If you haven't asked that question already, ask them the question, what are the alternatives? I don't want the coil. So what do you suggest? What do you suggest if I don't want the coil? Because they cannot force you to have it. And this is the thing, Queens, if you don't feel comfortable and confident with something, whether that's taking something, getting something put in you, don't do it. Don't ever feel bullied into doing anything. Ever. Yeah, ask the question, what's the alternative? I don't want that. So is there anything else that you can suggest? We don't have to have anything we don't want to. I will do that Tuesday when I see you again. Okay, let us know how you get on. Yeah, it's okay that them offering and suggesting, or maybe suggesting that, but that's not for you. And you just don't feel like that's for you, so they've got to respect that. Remember, if they're not listening to you, please quote the nice guidelines to them. Quote the NICE guidelines. Yeah? NICE guidelines. If anyone's not heard of the NICE guidelines in the UK, the NICE guidelines is the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence. Okay? And it's a good read, and I feel it's important to know. So it's evidence-based recommendations for the health and social care sector developed by independent committees, including professionals and lay members, right? So when you read the guidelines, I believe 1.1 of the guidelines states, I'm going to try and get it here, browse guidance. Here we go. It states about, it's got loads of things in there. Menopause, it's got menopause identification and management in there. It's got information in there. And you just go and read it. Knowledge is power, right? It talks about how healthcare professionals should be dealing with you as an individual. Because one size doesn't fit all. What works for one patient may not work for another patient, right? When we talk about signs and symptoms, when I do a lot of training, first aid training, when I talk about signs and symptoms, one size does not fit all. So we have to be a better advocate for ourselves. And actually, when our healthcare professionals are saying this should be happening, you should be doing this, well, actually, that doesn't work for me. So what's the alternative? Let's start asking the right questions. Because sometimes we may be too afraid, or sometimes we don't feel that it's appropriate. Listen, it's your health, it's your body. Challenge your consultant, challenge your GP. You don't have to be rude about it, but challenge. You know your body. You know your body better than them, in fact, right? So when it's okay, they're reading through books. These books and books that are being read, not everyone's body is like that. Everyone's body is different. You know your body. You are the doctor of your body. Absolutely. Hi, P. Kumba. How are you? Welcome to the live. So, going back to my challenge for you, right? I am challenging you, queens, to intentionally carry out an act of self-care, whether it's this weekend or next week. One act of self-care, you need to carry that out. That's my challenge for you. And then when I come back on, I think I might be on again on Sunday. I think I'm coming Sunday. But next week, I'll ask again, what did you do? Hey, sweet apple, how are you? Hope you're well. Hi, babe. Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, you still online?
Yeah. Okay. I'll be down in a bit. So, one intentional self-care act for you. Nobody else, for you. That's what I'd like you to do. But yeah, do read the NICE guidelines, okay? In the UK, the NICE guidelines, if you're in the UK, this is the National Institute for Healthcare and Health and Care Excellence. Have a read of it. Don't be afraid to quote the NICE guidelines to your GP and your consultants, your specialists that you go and see. She booked me in for the call without you. What? 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 Emma, you're going to go in and you're going to take back control. This is your body, not theirs. They cannot book you in for things that you have not agreed. Okay? So, you're going to go back and ask them the question. The coil isn't for me. I don't want the coil. What else can I have? What other alternatives are there? And when they give you the decision, when they give you the list or give you, what other decisions, what other options there are, go away. Don't feel you have to make a decision right there. Go away and do your research. You do it in your own time. How dare they book you an appointment to go and fit the coil and you didn't even agree to it. No. Not on my watch. You tell her, not on my watch. Yeah? Good for you for declining as well. Cheeky. Still having my ups and downs, but hopefully one day. Sweet Apple. Queen. I'm sorry to hear that. But you know, these ups and downs, they're going to start just sailing through. Okay? And you know, we do have our ups and downs, don't we? I'm hoping you have more ups than downs. Really hoping you have more ups than downs. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Okay, Queens, yeah. We need to take back control here, right? This menopause, it's been invited into, it came into our lives without us inviting it. So we now have to partner with it because we can't fight against it. It's a natural transition that we're going to go through. Whether we experience symptoms or not, it's a natural transition we're going to go through, right? Remember the stages: perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. We have to take back control. Absolutely have to take back control. I'm always saying to you, there's a journey inside this journey, right? We're navigating through the menopause and we are journeying, having another journey beside it, trying to find out what works for us. And that may take some time to investigate. But give yourself permission to give yourself that time. Don't feel rushed, because sometimes when we feel rushed and back into a corner, we sometimes make the mistakes that are not, we make the decisions that are not right for us. So take your time. If someone says, oh, you got to give me an answer in 24 hours, well, then I don't want to give you an answer then, because I need longer than 24 hours. That's what we're going to say. Don't ever let anyone back you into a corner. Absolutely, yes. That's what I like to hear. Absolutely, yeah. You go back and take control on Tuesday with her. Absolutely, right? You are not taking that. I didn't appreciate you booking me into an appointment when I didn't even agree for that to happen. I didn't appreciate that. Now, I'd like you to let me know what other options are there. What alternative options are there? Yeah? You take back control. Good. You go, Queen. You go. Yeah. I'm looking forward to hear how that outcome was. Can you give examples of self-care? Absolutely. Examples of self-care. I'm going to get... have I got a list of self-care here? I'm going to give you some examples of self-care. We had examples here. Actually, I've got it on here. I closed it down. Let me get this back up again for you and I'll go through it. Here we go. So some of the self-care things here. Stay physically active. Yeah. This could be walking, yoga, swimming, strength training, whatever works for you. Remember, this is your journey, your choices. So the benefits of staying physically active: reduces hot flushes, improves mood and sleep, supports bone density and heart health. It also helps manage weight gain linked to hormonal changes. Remember what we're eating as well. Nutrient-rich diet. Prioritize calcium, vitamin D, protein, omega-3s and whole grains. Try and limit sugar and try and limit processed foods, also caffeine. What are the benefits of that then? Supports hormone balance, reduces risk of osteoporosis and cardiovascular disease, eases bloating and fatigue. It also stabilizes mood and energy levels. Stay hydrated. So important to stay hydrated. You see, when we use the term self-care, sometimes self-care can be conceived as I have to be doing something. But actually just looking after yourself is self-care, right? Ensuring that you're eating well, ensuring that you're staying hydrated, being kind to yourself, right? Saying kind things about yourself. This is all self-care. Seriously, it is all self-care. Giving yourself grace, giving yourself, time. And this is all self-care. So I'm going to continue. Stay hydrated. We talked about the 6 to 8 glasses of water. Listen, do as much water as you can. If you don't like water, there are other things as well. I actually, with my tea, I said earlier on, I drink water and coconut water. I alternate those two. But I also drink a lot of herbal teas. And so I drink a lot of soursop tea, a lot of peppermint and soursop. My cupboard is just full of these teas. However, sometimes I don't drink them hot. I make them up, cool them, put them in the fridge and drink them cold. Just as nice. I had a bit of honey in there, so I drink them cold as well. So just stay hydrated. Try and prioritize sleep as well. Prioritizing your sleep. And you know what? That may be, particularly if your working hours, your working hours are different. You're running a household, raising a family. It may be that, prioritizing your sleep, maybe that you're taking a nap in the afternoon when you can. Even if that's like 15, 20 minutes sleep, sometimes that's the sweetest sleep you can get, them little naps. So prioritize your sleep. What are the benefits of prioritizing sleep? Reduces fatigue and brain fog, improves mood stability. It helps manage hormonal fluctuations more effectively. We talked about practice mindfulness and stress reduction. So important to reduce your stress. If someone's stressing you out, do you know what? Try and walk away. Try not to be around stress. Try and pick your battles. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but right now, this isn't working for me. I don't need this in my life right now, right? So whether you meditate, whether you do deep breathing, there's box breathing as well, journaling, mindfulness apps, whatever works for you. What are the benefits of this? Lowers anxiety and stress, regulates mood swings, improves self-awareness and emotional resilience. So we talked about tracking your symptoms. Know your body. This is this is an opportunity to get to know your body all over again, because your body's switching on you right now, right? As you're navigating through this transition, you have to get to know your body again. You're working in partnership with it, not against it. So track your symptoms. Keep a menopause journal or to log symptoms, your moods, triggers, and cycle patterns. How often is it working? How often is it, happening, these symptoms? Is anything triggering it? An activity or food? I talk about food diaries as well. They're very useful because sometimes we don't know how we're eating because life is lifing. We're just grabbing on the go. And actually, until we actually track what we're eating, then we will know. And nourishing your skin. You could do things like, what I said earlier on, walking. Whatever self-care is for you, do your self-care. So important. So find one thing you're going to do this week, this weekend, next week, and do it intentionally. Absolutely do it intentionally. Right, Queens, I'm going to go. I'm just going to check what if I've missed. Thank you for all the follows. Hey, Fatua, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing absolutely well. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for all. My goodness me, is that how many likes I got? 23. I didn't even know. My goodness. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for coming in. But you know what? Self-care is so important, and we've got to recognize that. Be kind to yourself. Step up on your self-care. Love yourself more. Don't you deserve it? You want others to love you. You want others to potentially, validate you. You want others to be kind to you. Do it for yourself also. Do it for yourself, because how you treat yourself, how you talk about yourself, others will follow suit. Yeah? So Treat yourself like the queen you are. Remember, we are hot, wise, and unapologetic. That's what we are. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the live. Turkey berry, I find it good also for blood pressure. Okay. I've not heard of that one. Thank you for sharing that, Poetic Angel. Hi, Farah. How are you? Right, Queens. Thank you for joining the live. And I know some of you have been dipping in and out, but that's fine. This is what the community is about. We're going to start social events. We are going to start social events. I'm going to keep you posted about the social events. We're going to start them within the next month or so. And they're going to be regular. And we're going to meet up. You can have an opportunity to come and meet up. So let me know what sort of things you'd like to do. This is your community. Okay. I'm good. Okay, hot flushes driving. I know these hot flushes, right? Yeah. Mine's a touch wood, under control now. Under control. Appreciate love and honor. Thank you. Yeah, enjoy your weekend, everyone. I've got a busy weekend, but you know what? That's all good. Enjoy your weekend. But I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to end the live exactly the way I always end the live. How do we end the live? Send you a virtual hug. Send everyone a virtual hug. And the second way, I remind you that you are not alone. Please remember you are not alone. This journey can feel very lonely sometimes, but you don't have to be alone, right? And if you do feel alone after the live has ended, I'd like you to think about reaching out to someone. Reach out to someone that will listen to you, that will understand, and someone who you trust as well. Yeah. If you need to reach out to me, you can DM me or just go onto the community page and click on the email link. Click on the email and then you can send me an email. I'm the only one who reads the emails as well. So I will respond back to you. Okay. Bermuda Diva, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Thank you for all the hearts. I didn't even realize how much. You see, I never look at that, We've got 23.7k. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. This is your community. Let me know. Reach out and let me know what sort of social events you'd like to do. This could be just meeting up for a coffee. This could be meeting in the park and going for a walk together, having a chat. It could be anything like that. It doesn't have to be an expensive thing. Okay, we could just meet online. I can open up a Zoom link and we can just meet online one evening. Do that way as well. Those of you who can't physically make it, let's link. I'll send you a link and we can meet online as well. So let's start doing these social events, because eventually I'm already looking for like a couple of nights away. Some nice retreat. That'll be good. That is real self-care. So what I'd like you to think about is ensuring that you one act of intentional self-care for yourself, because remember, you so deserve it. Okay, Queens, I'm going to sign off now and I will see you all soon. Have a beautiful weekend and stay blessed. Bye.